Hey y'all, hey, I'm Ashley, and this is For Dizzy Birds. On this channel, we use a zero-based budget, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to actually make saving fun. My husband and I both work full-time. We've got two awesome boys, two crazy corgis, a little kitty named Olive, and a life that never slows down. So staying on top of our money has to be simple and attainable. We have big goals. We want to get out of consumer debt. We want to get ahead on our monthly bills and ultimately totally transform how we think about money. So if you're ready to take control of your finances one paycheck at a time and maybe have a little fun doing it along the way, you're in the right place. Today's video is our Tuesday Tinies. It's going to be our second Tiny Tuesday of January. And we're going to take care of our New Year Tinies as well. So grab your favorite drink, your favorite snack, and let's say it's going fabulous. I hope your week in general is going great. I'm filming ahead, so it's Sunday for me. I'm having a great Sunday. But future me is hoping Tuesday's going smoother than last week. Last week was just crazy being the first week back from the holidays, but who knows what the week has in store for me. So I don't have a whole lot to spiel about. I think this video will probably be shorter than some of my others this week. I feel like I've just been talking like crazy. I do want to say that we're very close to 800 subscribers. In fact, at the time of filming, I think we were only 15 away from 800. And as you may know, we have a goal. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by my birthday of February 23rd. Y'all, just give me the best birthday gift ever. I love all y'all anyways, and everything you have done to support me anyways is great. So if we don't hit it, we don't hit it, but I'm shooting for it. We're at almost 800. I do have an 800 subby freebie ready to go in the Ko-fi. If you didn't already catch it, there's a 750. So we're going to be celebrating at every 50 new subscribers until we hit 1,000. And then maybe I'll get to do something really big, like a giveaway or whatever. I would love to do that. I haven't done one yet. So that, and with the memberships on my Ko-fi, just a reminder that January 15th is the deadline for this month's package. So on January 15th, I will pull my membership list, and that is what I will use to mail out the physicals for those of you who are on the bestseller tier. And so I just want to make sure if you're thinking about it and you want to get that tier and you want to get those physicals for the month mailed to you, January's packages will start going out as early as January 16th. So, okay, that's all business. Let's get to it. All right, we have our trusty little leopard tiny Tuesday binder here. We've got our money, our cute little prop bills in here, and a total of $30 to save with today. You know what I don't have is my buyback 5. So let me grab those really quick. Chitty chat with you while I do that. So if you haven't ever seen my channel, you might notice I'm using prop bills here. 15, 20, 25, and 30. The reason why I use prop bills, I started out my journey using cash and pulling money out of the bank and using real cash, and that just got to be a lot for me to get back and forth to the bank and to keeping track of what denominations that I needed and all. And then ultimately I decided that because I have a high yield savings account, and a lot of these things are long-term savings, or they can be earning interest for me. So I like to put my money to work. I like to know where my money is. So we switched to prop dollars and haven't looked back since. It makes it way easier to have the denominations that I need for any of the games. But just so you know, if you see a prop dollar here, it is representative of an actual dollar that is in the high yield savings account already. So when I do my budget each week, I pull that amount out that we have budgeted to save, and we put it in a bucket called savings challenges in the high yield savings account. So it gets to work earning us some money. It sits there safe and sound, and we get to play here with the prop dollars. So if you're wondering how we do that, and everybody has a different way of doing it, and different things work for different people, this is just what works for us. Okay, so we have a total of $30. I have 20 in ones and 10 in spicy twos. Spicy twos are spread throughout here randomly, so you don't know who's going to get them until the dice tells us. And let's get into our categories here. We had some completed last week, so we did have to refill a couple, and I did do that before we started this video. But let's go ahead and see where our categories are lying this week. Category 1 is our month ahead, our adorable little penguin dashboards. Spot number 2 is debt. Spot 3 is self-care. 4 is going to be eating out. We can never have too much of that. And I want to make sure I have these all on the screen here. In spot 5 this week will be celebrations. 6 will be little birds. 7 will be fur babies. Don't worry, they didn't go anywhere. We still have one for them. And then 8 will be 2026 challenge. So this one is going to go towards the 2026 box challenge, likely, because that's the bigger one. But really, we're going to allow that to go to any 2026 challenge that we feel like it needs a little boost. So we'll see how it goes. Every week I play just a little bit differently. Sometimes I let the dice tell me what category. Sometimes I just start and go 1 through 8. Well, when we did our minis this week, the dice were really mean. So I'm feeling like I want to give everybody a little bit of love this week. So we're going to just go 1 through 8 and just use the 4-sided dice to tell us how many each one's going to get. So we're going to start here in spot number 1 with 2 bills. That way everybody gets love. I just don't like it when anybody gets shorted. Spot number 2 is going to get 4. And we'll go through until we run out. So yeah, I hope your week is going fantastic. A great weekend. Got to go hang out with some friends for a game night with my husband and my boys. We had a lot of fun. And then today, my Sunday, your Tuesday, just getting ready for the week ahead. Gonna do some food prep. If you caught earlier in my Monday mini video that I was talking about doing a January no spend, it's a big deal for us. We're going to continue the no spend as much as we can throughout the year and track it and all of that. But one of the ways that I am successful with the January no spend is by focusing on my grocery budget and doing what I call shopping the pantry. And what that means is that we go through and the last one's going to go here. See what we already have in the pantry or the deep freeze in the fridge, and then we get kind of creative with what we're going to make. But basically, we try to use what we have instead of shopping for new or more groceries. So this week, for instance, I'm going to make something that's like reminiscent of, I don't know, a chicken noodle pasta dish. And we have the pasta, we have and everything that I need. I had chicken in the freezer. And so all I needed was a little bit of celery and some carrots and some onion. And I literally could do everything else, and I'll be able to make enough to get us through multiple days of lunches and dinners. So that's what we mean by shopping the pantry. Instead of going out and buying the things we normally do, we're just using what we have. And I'm sure it'll be delicious. But anyways, I will be making that today, doing some food prep for the week. And outside of that, just, normal stuff. So hopefully it's a nice quiet Sunday and the week gets off to a nice start. All right, I'll stop yakking. Let's go into this. I got $2 here for the first category, which is the 2026 challenge. And our challenge that we're working on comes from Divine Savings Co. And with $2, that means we can mark off one of these twos right here. So this one's going to save us a total of $24, it looks like. And so far we have a total of 6. So we'll get this buyback 5 here. Just keeps the envelopes condensed down. Total of $6 so far. That's a cute. Those little firework explosions that say Happy New Year. I'll put out so many cute freebies. It's hard to even tell myself I don't need more, but I keep getting them. So I figure even if I don't use them this year or this month, I can keep using them. Okay, so for fur babies this week, they got 5. Let's see what we have in here. Okay, this one comes from the Dramatic Panda. We're doing $1 per on these cute little paw prints. So we'll color in 5. We'll also switch those in for a buyback 5. Hopefully, y'all don't mind me chatting while I color. Because I don't know, there's like some of them I don't mind scribbling in, and then others I'm like, no, this has to be colored in and as perfect as possible. Um, so I could probably fast forward though. Okay, there's 5 colored in. We're going to trade this in for a buyback 5. So we should have a total of $6. And look at that. There was a 1 back there. We have a total of $6 so far for the fur babies from the Dramatic Panda. Okie doke. Up next, Little Birds. They got 4 this week. And if you remember, this category is for Finn and Riley and anything that they need, usually school-related items. But it could be anything. Total of 4 snowballs. This one comes from Anna Banana, but it's a little snowman building another little snowman. How freaking cute is that? So seriously. 2, 3, and 4. All right. Fantastic. All right, so with that, we could actually get a total of 5 now. So keep those ones because I run out of ones. And instead of having to make new ones, I like to keep these condensed down. Up next is celebrations. I got 2 this week. Let's see what do we have in here. Ooh, a cute one from Budgeting with a Ginger. 2 more. So this one's just slow progress, but slow is still progress. $3 total. Look at the cute little horsey with his balloons. He's so cute. He'll go into the celebrations binder when he is complete. It will be a nice boost for that. But you guys will see the celebration binder for the first time in February, hopefully. That's the plan, anyways. But it's going to be a great addition to our our lineup. Goodness, $3 for eating out. Oh, this is so cute. Every kiss begins with queso. Jamie RN budgets and $3. So we're going to color in 3 more little hearts here on our little chips. Dude, I want some queso and chips. Our game night last night we had tacos and chips and queso and salsa, and it was delicious. And I just never can get enough. Where's the money? All right, 5, 7, and $8 so far for eating out. Talk about another category that really just needs a whole I need to do a whole binder just for my eating out budget. And I really don't try. I do try to not eat out much, but like between going to work and kind of having like a social lunch situation at work, and then being home and tired and everything, it just always seems to be the thing that we go over no matter how much we budget or to say we're not going to do something. Things just come up. All right, the next category is self-care. We got $3. Budgeting introvert is the challenge that we're working on, and we do $2 per on this, I believe. Yeah. This would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, and 20 and 24. So 8 times 3 is 24. So if I have 24 in here, I didn't mark this. Oh, yes, I did. It's right here. It was hiding from me. I was going to say, I thought this was $2. Okay, so since we have an uneven number, we can put the $2 in to color in 1 candy cane here, and we'll have 1 left over. This one's just sticking around. It does not want to go anywhere. Even though it's candy cane and gingerbread themed, we're just feeling the Christmas love a little bit longer here, and that's okay. All right, let's check and see what we have far as condensing down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can definitely get a 5 there. All right, so far, so we'll have this one here for next week. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 26. And that lines up right where math is math in here. We'll keep this one in front since we have an uneven number, and it will help us next week, hopefully. And maybe we'll finish that one next week. All right, so up next category is debt. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. $6. Let's see, what do we have in here? A new one. This was one that we finished last week, and that's why we have a new one. This one comes from Teacher Mom Budgets. Save it $20. Nice little debt payment. We're doing little micro payments towards Klarna and Affirm, so every little bit matters. And at the end of the month, any debt payments that we have finished, we will take and we will allocate out there. So $6 means we'll get the color in 6 here. 1, 2, all right. $6. We're going to also trade this in for a 5. Keep that nice and condensed down. $6 is well on its way with a new start. All right. And then our last category for our Tinies is our month ahead. And we have 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see, what do we have going on in here? Oh, a new one as well. This one also comes from Budgeting with a Ginger. Cute little snowflake, snowball, I'm not sure. We will do a total of 5. So these are going to be $1 per. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we will write $1 down here so that Ashley doesn't get confused in the future. All right, there's our last buyback 5. That worked out perfect. All right, so $5 getting us started on a new month ahead challenge. All right, so all done there. We're going to mix these guys up so they're all in a different spot than they were last week. And, you know, luck might be in their favor. I don't know. None completed this week. That's okay. We got some very close. We'll see how next week goes. Week 3 is always usually when it starts to get a little bit interesting. All right. Tinies are done. That leaves just one last binder to do for this video. A new one that joined the lineup last week is the New Year's Around the World. Pink Plum Budgeting came out with this. Absolutely love it. It is very similar to the S'mores binder setup or that style. I'm thinking about creating one myself in a different design, just because I'm loving this style so much. So I don't know when that will happen, but I'm thinking about it. We're going to be playing with $11 each week here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. We go ahead and we take this all the way back here to the bank. And we put that $11 right smack dab in the bank. And much like the S'mores binder, which you will see on our Monday video, we take our prop dollars, our prop bills here. Now, we do this one different in that we have 25 cents, we have 50 cents, and we even have $1 bills, but equals $11 total in this stack here. We're going to shuffle it up so we, have some variety here to what everybody's getting. And we can do the same thing we always do. We do the 8-sided dice in this regard because we have 8 categories and our 4-sided dice there. So let's get our 8-sided dice and our 4-sided dice and roll it. It takes us all the way back to number 8, and they're getting a whopping 4. So 4 it is. All right, and we'll roll again. Going to 6, and they're getting 1. And then off we go. 4 is also getting 1. 1 is getting 3. Loving this. What do you guys think of these styles of these binders that are like this? I am loving it. I don't know what theme I want to do for mine, but I do think I'm going to create one to play right alongside and to share with you all. Maybe that will be part of our next freebie. That would be maybe a good idea. For maybe one for Valentine's. I don't know. So 3 there for 4. Spot number 7 is going to get 1. But it's a $1 one. 5 is going to get 2. And let's see, we got 3 left. So it's saying number 8 is going to get the rest of them. All right. So just like with the Smarts Finder, we're going to go through each category, see how much they got, find out who's in the category, and how much we get to mark off. So for category 1, we got a total of 75 cents. Let's see what we have in here. Okay. 75 cents. So we've got 150 or a 50 cent and a 25 cent. And we've got here, this comes from Pink Plum Budgeting, which is also where the binder comes from as well. And I can't remember what I was using. We'll use this one. So since these are 50 cents each, I'll get the color in this one and finish out this card here. And then we'll have to do a half on this one because we can't quite color in a whole block there with that 25 cents. Let's flip it over and see. We're doing month ahead for this category and we're already halfway there. That is amazing. All right. This one is category number 2. It didn't get anything, but let's remind ourselves who's in here. Oh, this is a Gafe book club. So we're working towards eating out on this one, but we didn't get any love, and 3 didn't either. This one comes from Pink Plum Budgeting. We are saving for 2026 challenge on this one. It hasn't gotten any at all in 2 weeks. That's nuts. All right, but 4 was being stingy over here. Let's see what 4 got. 4 got $1, $2, $3, and $4. 1, 2, 3, $4. A total of $4 for 4. Let's see what we got going here. Okay, these all come from Budgeting with a Ginger, and what I did here, I got smart. We'll do some 25 cents, some 50, so that no matter what we end up getting, we can kind of keep that clean. All right, so with $2, we can do 4 right there. Sorry, my brain was processing, and sometimes it processes a little slower than I'd like it to. All right, so there's the $2 right there. There's the third dollar, so we completed a card here. All right, and then we have another dollar. Basically 2 more of these right here. Okay, so we are well on our way on that one for sure. And this one's going towards celebrations when it's done. Yeah, so that's going to be awesome. All right, number 4, you were stingy this week, but that's good. They're all going to get their savings eventually, one way or the other. Okay, spot number 5 got $1, and then 50. So $2.25. Let's see what we have in here. From Agape, we haven't actually done any on this one yet, so yay for this one. Okay, so with $1, we are going to do 50 cents each. Like, you know what? We can decide whatever we want because I haven't marked this yet. Let's do 2 of these at 50, and actually let's do 3 of these at 50 and do 1 at 25 cents, just so that we can kind of keep things easy here. All right, so what we'll do then is with the 1, we will color in 2 hearts here. I love this black and gold theme we have going here. Black and gold and browns. It's kind of a thing. All right, so there's $1. Then we have another $1, so we can color in this one here and be done with a card. And then we have this little lone 25 cents hanging out over here, so we'll color in this one over here to be done with that. All right. And when we are done, this one will go towards self-care. Haircuts and nail appointments, pretty much. All right, and spot number 6, we only got 25 cents, but it's 25 cents more than we had before. All right, these are budgeting with a ginger, and we actually had a half from last time, so we can actually complete this one and clean that up right there. It's not the same color. Good job. Good job, Ashley. Oh, well, Sunday's not for perfection. Sunday's for relax. All right, $1 for spot number 7. Pink Plum budgeting. We've got 50 cents each. I feel like we'll just use this. That works. Okay, so 50 cents each means we can color in 1 and 2 right there. And now we are well on our way there. And this is month ahead. So spot number 7, and it hadn't gotten any love yet, so I'm glad it got $1. And then in our last category, 8 got quite a bit. Let's see what it adds up to. So 50 cents, $1. 50 cents, $1, and then 75 cents. So a total of $2.75 for number 8. And let's see, we can take this 25 and finish up. I really want to find the right color for that one, but I don't think I can. So we're just going to have to go with it. Oh, and maybe it's this one. Let's see. Is this it? Nope. Oh well. All right, so there's that 25 cents. So now we're down to some evens here. We can do 2 here for $1. Another 2 here for another $1. And then 50 cents here for this one. All right. Okie doke. Alrighty. Here we go. This is going to go to celebrations as well. Budgeting with a ginger. So thank you. Cute little freebies that everybody has put out. So we have now finished week 2 of New Year's around the world, and another perfect set of Tinies. So we'll just have to see what happens next week. We'll put our little prop dollars away here. And we are all done. All right, then that's going to do it for this week, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the videos and all of the new series that we're doing. Give us a comment and a like down below and let us know you were watching. I hope to see you next week in our Save with Friends. Until then, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the week, and I hope